Hi, I'm Troy Alexander for Child Support Game Over. Today I'd like to take a look at the Uniform Interstate Family Support Act. And as we have been trying to teach, that this is how they are bringing you in. They are doing the kabuki theater that this is administrative or a judicial hearing, that they're doing it under this chapter or this chapter of their statutes, when in fact what they're doing is bringing you in under this Uniform Interstate Family Support Act, which has been forced down the throats of each and every state of this country. And when I say states, I mean Wisconsin, Illinois, Texas, New York, Alaska, those kind of states. And as we have taught, and I hope you've been watching the videos, these actions are being done under conventions such as the Hague Convention. This is where they are deriving their authority. And this authority is coming down from an international private law. This is not, they have made the kabuki theater to make it look like it's coming down from U.S. code, from U.S. law, when in fact it is not. You are in a foreign tribunal operating private international law, and they are deriving their authority from that. And what is really happening is you are brought into a kabuki theater that's made to look like court when it is a foreign tribunal. And if you look up the meaning of tribunal, one of the things about a tribunal that separates it from court, a real court, is it can be presided over by a presiding employee. And that is just what is happening. Now, check into your local county courts, and you will find most, if not all of them, have DUNS numbers. And the reason they need to have a DUNS number, that's a Dun and Bradstreet number. And the reason they need to have a DUNS number is they cannot do business with the federal government of the corporate United States without a DUNS number. They are the federal corporation of the United States has contracted to run the kabuki theater in your county, this foreign tribunal. So they're telling you that they're doing it under marriage contract law, which is a lie. I'm talking if you do not have a marriage contract. And they're instead running it under the Uniform Interstate Family Support Act. When you went to this family court, did they inform you that you were in a foreign tribunal of private international law? Did they inform you that they were bringing this action under the Uniform Interstate Family Support Act? If they did not, my opinion only, and I'm giving you my opinions, everyone's got them, this is fraud. Fraud. It makes it invalid. So let's get started. We're going to go to definitions. Foreign country. Foreign country means a country, including political subdivision of the country other than the United States, corporate United States, that authorizes the issue of support orders. This is key phrase, support orders, not child support orders. They authorize the issuance of support orders. These are wordsmiths. They are casting a spell on you. They are issuing support orders, which they then refer to as child support orders. But now think back to your state codes and stuff that they're prosecuting you under later. These state codes are for child support orders. You don't have a child support order. You just have a support order from this international foreign tribunal, to which any of the following applies. So if any of these following applies, they're a foreign country. if the country or political subdivision has been declared under the law of the corporate United States to be a foreign reciprocating country. And we covered that in a previous video. Go watch our videos. Go all the way back. Watch all our videos. Please educate yourself. This is how you're going to defeat this crap system, by being educated. When you go in fully armed, you are going to destroy these people. They have more holes than Swiss cheese. So if they're an FRC, foreign reciprocating country, then they are a foreign country. And it is a foreign support order, meaning a support order of a foreign tribunal. And a foreign tribunal means a court, administrative agency, or quasi-judicial entity of a foreign country, i.e., is a foreign reciprocating country. And we went to our local county and said, we want a copy of your FRC. And they said, well, we can't give it to you. That's held by the Secretary of State or whatever. They didn't deny it. They said, you'll have to get that from the Secretary of State. That is authorized. Who's authorizing them? That's the key question. Who is authorizing? Where are they getting their authority to establish, enforce, modify support orders, or determine parentage of a child? Foreign tribunal includes a competent authority. Again, that authority. Where are they getting their authority? Under the convention. This is for running their program from the Hague Convention. Authority under the convention. And who is being given this authority? These agencies. Your Child Support Enforcement Agency. This is key to understand. This judicial black-robed figure, he's not making the orders. He's rubber stamping whatever the agency tells him to do. He's a presiding employee. He is working for his employer. He's taking orders. He's not issuing orders. He's rubber stamping orders. He's the one taking orders from the agency, which is gaining authority under the convention. Do you get it? We'll come down here. Support order means a judgment, decree, order, decision, directive. Talk about wildly open. Whether temporary, final, subject to modification, issued by a state, in a state, or foreign country. Again, you're in a foreign country tribunal. Right? Provided to an individual obligee in place of child support. This is not child support. Sam covered this really good. Previous video, again, go watch our previous videos. This is in place of child support. This is not child support. This is a support order from a foreign tribunal. Here's where it gets really ugly. Support enforcement agency means public official, government entity, or private agency authorized. Again, under what authority? The convention. Under the authority of the convention, private agencies can seek enforcement of support orders or laws relating to duty of support, seek establishment or modification of child support, request determination of parentage, attempt to locate obligors or their assets. They are turning you into food. I hope you're getting angry, people. These foreign tribunals, they're seeking to make you an obligor. They're seeking to establish control over you, enslavement of you. They want to put that slave collar over you, put you out in the cotton fields to go work. And they have created this mumbo-jumbo maze of crap to fool you, to convince you you owe this obligation somehow. Attempt to locate the obligor and request determination of the controlling child support order. Again, now when they say child support order here, that's kabuki theater, because child support order means a support order. This is a support order that they're trying to make into a child support order with their word wizardry. There's some things I also want to show you here. But you need to become very, very familiar with these statutes of this Uniform Interstate Family Support Act. Now, Kansas tried to fight this and said, hey, we don't want to have to do this Uniform Family Support Act, and you're making us do this in order to receive federal funding. And if you go look at this case, it's horrible. It's a horrible case. I'm sure it was done to try to roadblock anyone else from challenging it. And they'll do that a lot. You'll see these phony cases created in order to lose, to create case law. But Kansas never argued, you are forcing us to adopt a treaty which is contrary to the Constitution of the United States of America. You are forcing us illegally to adopt a treaty in violation of the United States of America Constitution. They did not argue that. That's a slam dunk. This crap is as illegal as shit, and they have done everything they can to create these phony pillars of support to uphold it, and they have made it as complicated as possible to keep you from understanding it and fighting it. Well, let's just jump here to how to contest registration or enforcement. Now, what they're going to do is they're going to tell you you have this order. They're going to send you a notice that they're registering their order. They're registering the order two ways. One, in the state registry. That, you could say, is the SDU, the State Disbursement Unit, which is a private company. They're registering the state registry private company, and they're putting in this order so that they can send you bills. Think of it as registering it with a collection agency, and they're going to send you bills every month saying, here's a reminder, we created this debt on you, or this obligation on you, and you have to pay it. Now, my opinion, and this is my opinion, I'm not a lawyer, I went to public school, so no less than nothing, but my opinion is every month, and when they register you or send you registration, you have to fight this immediately, and every time they send you something. If it were me, I'd say, I do not owe this. I owe $0.00. And we're going to cover this, how you can do this in affidavit. You can do this if they pull you in for an order to show cause. They're going to, think of this, when they bring you in on an order to show cause, they're going to say, he owes this much per month, he hasn't been making the payments, and he has this much in arrears. And the judge is going to look at you and go, is that true? And our people are so brainwashed, so beaten, so trained from childhood to obey all these authorities and these public fool systems that they go, oh, well, I didn't make much money this month. I had bills well, that's not an excuse. If it's me, I look that pretend judge right in the eyeballs and say, I'm sorry, I don't owe them anything. That's me, because I don't believe you owe them anything. And I'm not telling you to say you don't owe them anything if you don't believe it. But if you believe it, tell them I don't owe them anything. I dispute everything they say. I dispute all their claims. Right? Because now, what's going to happen? There's controversy. How are we going to decide this controversy? That's the key question. Study up on that. But we'll proceed. So you get this notice of registration of order. We're going to jump down to that. Whenever a support order, does it say child support? No. When a support order or income withholding order is issued, they need to notify. And the notice would be accompanied by a copy of the order, the registered order, and the documents. Now you have to argue this. You have 20 days. Let me look at this here. You've basically, they're giving you 20 days to dispute it. You need to dispute their claims. That's my opinion. If it were me, I'd be disputing their claims, but they give you 20 days to dispute their claims. Well, here it is. Hearing to contest validity or enforcement of a registered order must be requested within 20 days after the date. Again, the motion de novo, we've covered that. This is key. I've noticed that someone else's channel has now picked up the de novo motion. And, yeah, I'd like to thank him, this is sarcasm, for even acting like he's heard of us. He's claimed he hasn't even heard of us, but somehow he came up with this de novo motion all on himself after X number of years. You know, a little thank you might be in order, or a little appreciation of, hey, these guys over here figured this out. Pretty good job. Anyway, so you got 20 days to contest it. They send you, hey, you order something, contest it. But here, under their own laws here, under the Uniform Interstate Family Support Act, contest of registration or enforcement. A party contesting the validity or enforcement of a registered support order seeking to vacate the registration has the burden of proving one or more of the following defenses. These are your defenses. That the order was obtained in fraud. Did they tell you that they're a foreign reciprocating country and that you were in a foreign tribunal being operated under private international law? Did they tell you that? Do you not have a right, a due process right, to be properly notified of what kind of crap they're operating under and how they're proceeding against you, so you have a chance to defend yourself? That's key question here. Again, I'm encouraging you, get our book, Child Support Game Over. Watch our videos. We've got months and months of videos. There's a key video of private companies making child support orders. Go back and find it. Wally World making child support orders. This is key stuff. You need to be educated. You. Don't ask us for a red easy button to push. Hey, you need to educate yourself. Be a grown-up and go in there and fight them. If we can get 10,000 grown-up men, as they say, grown-ass men, 10,000 grown-ass men coming into these quasi-judicial courts and saying, what the hell kind of crap are you trying to pull? We can destroy this evil system. But people are asleep. They do not know what's going on. Again, I'm Troy Alexander for Child Support Game Over. Please like and subscribe, and hopefully we'll see you next time.